Tim, it was said that Prime Minister May was slow to respond to this sexual allegation story. Has she got ahead of it yet or not?
Well, it depends who you talk to. I mean, I think, to be fair to her, it's not something that simply affects her ruling Conservative Party. There are Labour officials and lawmakers who have also been implicated in this issue. But as ever, it's the government which is going to come under the most scrutiny in these kind of situations. And she needs to be ahead of the game. And she's certainly trying hard to make that a reality.
Can she change the narrative? I mean, she spoke to the CBI today, but ahead of it, its leader talking about the soap opera that is the top of the UK government. Can she shift it back to Brexit? Who would have thought we would have wanted to shift it back to Brexit? Many would have assumed we'd want to talk about something else, but can she shift things back to Brexit now?
I'm sure that will be partly what she's trying to do. I mean, we've got another round of Brexit negotiations coming up later on this week. They'll be important in terms of trying to establish a path through to discussing a trade deal, which is, don't forget, the big prize that the UK needs to win by the end of this year.
Tim, talk to us about these 58 secret papers that have examined the impact on the economy that nobody knows about.
So the UK government has conducted some research into 58 sectors of the economy. They collectively represent about 88% of the whole UK economy, but they're not publishing them. And this has caused a fuss in London, and many lawmakers here want the government to come out and publish those. And the government so far is saying if we tell the world what these things say, we might get a bad deal in the negotiations with Brussels.
Yeah, I mean, or a good deal. What is it that they might say? What are people, suggesting they might say?
I think the concern from the UK point of view is that it will simply give too much information away to the other side in the negotiations. So if the European Union can say, oh, the UK has a particular weak spot, for example, because it really needs some kind of bank passporting arrangement so that financial services can continue to operate after Brexit, then they might try and make it a bit harder to give that deal. That's the fear over in London at the moment.